Bonjour, Drew. Welcome to another quiz video. Thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you for having me. I was not expecting to see this image, but it is a work of art.
Well, Snorlax is so happy to welcome you to his little French cafe. Now tell me, when you look at this image, what do you think this quiz is going to be about today?
I'm guessing, okay, so I think there's going to be food items, and I have to guess which Pokemon ordered them.
That is such a good idea, but you could not have been more wrong.
Ugh.
Let me take you into the rules for today's game. Select a Pokeball. Behind each Pokeball is a Pokemon's name in a non-English language. If you can guess which Pokemon the name belongs to without any hints, you get 3 points. You can't ask for two possible hints. Each hint you ask for will subtract 1 point from the question's total. The hints that you can be offered are the type of the Pokemon or the generation that it was introduced in. So, for example, if you answer a question without any hints, it's 3 points. If you take one of the hints, it goes down to 2 points. Take both of the hints, it's only a 1 point question. And if you just flat out get it wrong, it's, of course, 0 points.
Okay, I believe I have I have the rules. I don't think I have this game.
I try to simplify the rules as much as possible. Now, I do want to say that I'm going to apologize in advance. I am only an English speaker, so I'm going to try to give these names as much justice as possible. If I mispronounce the names, it's all on me. Drew had nothing to do with it, so please send your hate my way.
But I too am just an English speaker, so this is going to be really difficult for me.
Why I thought this quiz would be perfect for you because you have never played a Pokemon game in a language other than English, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at that, there's 15 Pokeballs. That means I could get a maximum of 45 points,
Wow.
which will
You're not
not,
a foreign language master, but you are a mathematician.
yeah, too bad that that won't happen.
Well, if you're playing along at home, let me know how many points out of 45 you get. I like to see if you could beat Drew and do better than him.
So I can pick any ball.
You can go in any order you want. You don't have to start at 1, you don't have to end at 15.
Ooh, but I don't know. I feel like I could like really go zigzagging, but something in my brain just wants to go in order. So let's start in order so it gives me possible options for later on. So we're gonna go with one.
Okay, here is Pokemon number 1, Mellowcrick. The origin is that this is the Pokemon's French name. I put the little reminders for you on the screen of what hints you can get. Which Pokemon is Mellowcrick?
Mellowcrick. Hmm. I'm already at a loss. I was thinking maybe one would be like an easier one. Maybe it is,
It
but
is.
it is?
I
Okay.
think this is as, I don't want to give too much away, but I think this is as much of a gimme as you can get.
This is a gimme, Mellowcrick. Okay. I think what will help me most, this is not going to be a three-pointer. I hate that. It's not going to be a three-pointer. I think what's going to help me the most is generation. So can I have the generation hint?
Of course, you may. So, this question is now worth 2 points. This is a Pokemon that originated in Generation 4.
Four. Okay. Well, that helps because when you said it was super like a gimme, I was like, okay, maybe it's generation one. Now that is different, and I have to think generation four. When I think of easy, I think of starters.
That's a good thought process.
Mellow, mellow. I'm gonna go with Empoleon.
Empoleon, is that your final answer?
Yes.
But no, you missed the obvious hint. This is Mellow Cricketoon.
Gotcha.
Big fumble on question number 1. I thought with the word crick being right there, you would be able to get this.
Yeah, and also like he's a fellow mustachian that I could have had, but I maybe I should have went with the second hint. I was just gonna go. I thought the M and the M from M. Yeah. Okay.
I do think if you got Generation 4 bug type, that would have made it real clear for you.
100%.
So unfortunately, you are walking away from this question with 0 points.
All right. We still have plenty of time to make up.
Yeah, the night's still young. Drew, where would you like to take us next?
You know what? I'm gonna go in an order, but different. I'm gonna go with six.
Okay, six. You're going down, I see. Very nice. So here is question number six. Which Pokemon in Korean is known as Sirakan?
Ooh, okay. Getting a little bit more like going different dialects and languages, I see.
I
Like,
try to include as many different languages as possible. There's one Pokemon on this list that was, I would not say tricky to find, but it did require a lot of testing out, and I'll explain when we get to that Pokemon.
okay. I haven't learned my lesson because I feel like with Siracan, I feel like sear, like searing fish or some sort of meat. So
Mmm.
I feel like this could be a water type right off the bat. I'm gonna go with generation again as a hint.
This Pokemon originated in Generation 3.
Okay, generation three. We're getting closer, getting closer. I really should just get 1 point at least saying instead of just going out for a guess. So I will go for type and see if I was right on my guess of it being a water type.
This is a water rock type.
Water rock type. Ooh. Okay. Okay, that helps out. Okay. I think I got it.
And who is the Pokemon behind the yellow box?
I'm gonna go with Relicanth.
Relicanth. Let's see if you're correct. By George, you are. That's 1 point.
Let's go.
Woohoo! Nice job. Nice job. You were on the right path that it was a water type, but I think also knowing it was a dual type with rock really helped solidify it for you.
Yes. I'm really happy that I went with the type instead of because I feel like I would have went with Feebas.
Feebas definitely could have tripped you up there. I see that. And this one also was kind of a gimme because Kan, can, Relicanth. It's
Ooh,
not
that's
as obvious as the Mellow Crick to me, but I do see some similarities between the English and the Korean name.
now I'm gonna be on the lookout for that one.
I've given too much away already.
We can keep going with 11.
All right, that's what I thought. Let's see what Pokemon is in the 11th Pokeball. Quaxo. This is a German name.
All right. Already ducks are flying into my mind
Quack
with a
quack indeed.
name like Quaxo. I really want to take a chance at a three-pointer at some point. I just want to get maybe a two-pointer. So I'm gonna go with generation as another hint and see if I can whittle down which duck I'm going to guess.
This Pokemon originated in Generation 2.
Generation two. Okay. I'm enjoying that we're going backwards, but then I'm going to start like losing when we start going towards like the newer generations when I haven't played all those games as much as say Gen 1 and Gen 2.
So, what are your thoughts now that you know that it's Gen 2?
So the good thing about Gen 2 is that it's only 100 Pokemon.
It is very small, much more narrow of a field for you.
And the problem is that I can't think of too many ducks, except maybe like the one that comes to my mind when I go for like Pokemon with bills, like a duck, is like Magby. So I'm like, that has a bill, but I don't know. You don't get it's kind of like a duck, but it's not, it doesn't like scream duck.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe the Germans were just on something that day and they're like, you know what? This kind of looks duck coded.
I hate to do this, but I'm gonna go with type as well.
Well, this doesn't really help your theory too much because thinking it's a duck, this is a water type.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking in the complete wrong way. Because
All right, talk me through your thought process.
I instantly thought of duck because of quacks, but there is a water type with a QUA at the beginning of its name, and that is Quagsire.
Oh, go. Look at you catching on. Would you
So,
like to lock in Quagsire as your answer?
yeah, and I feel ridiculous that I didn't pick that up from the generation. But anyways, I'll go Quagsire.
Well, don't feel too ridiculous that you didn't get Quagsire right away, because this is Politoed.
Dag nabbit.
Yeah, something about how Quacks is supposed to be croak. So it's
Oh.
not a quack quack, it's a croak croak because it's a frog.
Oh, and I'm just remembering, isn't Quagsire dual?
Yes.
Ugh. Okay. The blue threw me off, but he is, or yeah, he is ground and water. Dag nabbit. Okay, well, I botched that.
In your defense, you and I are big Wooper fans. We talk about Wooper very much. It's like our favorite Pokemon together. Separately, we have different favorite Pokemons, but together, that's like our favorite. So I could kind of understand you thinking I put either a Wooper or a Quagsire in this quiz.
Yeah, and also just the Q, U, A, but the
Hmm.
Germans have to have a weird way of going about croak.
No offense to any Germans out there. Very lovely country, very lovely language, but sometimes the German language is a little silly. All right, where to next?
We're gonna go in a sort of zigzag pattern, and we're gonna go with 12.
All right, 12. Let's see what Pokemon is behind door number 12. Codego Cero. Now,
Ooh.
this is the one that was tricky to find. As I was doing research for this quiz, I discovered that most of the Pokemon in the Spanish versions have no translations of their names. The only Pokemon that have Spanish translations are this Pokemon and the Paradox Pokemon in Gen 9.
But that's not where this Pokemon's generation is.
It could be.
Because then you would give me a free generation hint. But
Well, I clarified that because I know you didn't play Scarlet or Violet, so I just wanted you to make sure you knew what Paradox Pokemon were and what generation they come from.
so Cero makes me feel like zero is in the name, but I don't really know a Pokemon with that kind of name.
If I can give you some more information, in Generation 9, the land that you travel to is called Area
Oh,
0.
we're gonna have to go with type.
This is a normal type Pokemon.
Ah, your specialty.
Yes. I had to get at least one normal type in this quiz. I won't confirm how many normal types are here, but we know there's at least one mono no normal type.
Man, I should have really paid attention in Spanish class.
See, if you're as normal type coded as I am, this seemed one incredibly obvious to me. I did not take Spanish in school, so seeing Cero, I would be able to guess what Pokemon this was even without knowing what Codigo would mean.
Really?
Yes.
That's fascinating because I'm drawing a blank.
It's just because I did that massive video on ranking every single normal type Pokemon, so I had to spend so much time looking, reading about every single Pokemon in this typing.
Which is a really good video that people should check out.
Oh, thank you for the promo.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Terrapagos.
That's a very good guess. However, I kind of seem like I messed with you here because this was not a Pokemon from Generation 9.
Oh my goodness.
Before I reveal, what are some other ways to say zero? If you have zero of something, what else could you say?
Nil?
This is type null.
Oh,
So type nil, type null, type zero.
gotcha.
So unfortunately, that is a 0 point question for you. But here is my beloved legendary normal type, type null. Generation 7 is also my favorite generation. What Pokemon is Hirahina, which originates in Japanese?
Hirahina makes me think of like hyena. Makes me think of mightyena.
Hmm, I see that.
Makes me think of, for some reason, it makes me think of Hariyama. Realistically, I would just have to know if it's in that generation.
This Pokemon is in Generation 9.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, throw that out of the ring.
I was so hoping I could say Generation 3 and really throw you off. Because yes, Hariyama is Gen 3.
Okay. And so is my,
Yes.
so it really was putting all my all my
You were putting all your eggs in Gen
yeah.
three's basket.
Well, now I'm questioning everything because now I'm thinking, is this even like a dog or hyena level esque? So I'm gonna go with type as well, just to see if I can get another point out of this.
This is a psychic type.
Okay, psychic. Okay, that doesn't help me very much. This is actually really difficult.
I know because your familiarity with this generation is quite weak. And I won't confirm much, but I will say this is the only Gen 9 Pokemon in this quiz. So I won't torture you with that too much.
The one I know most from this is like Fido, and it's just because it reminds me of my dog.
But unfortunately for you, it simply cannot be Fido.
Yes, definitely not. The main psychic that I can really think of, I'm gonna go with Flittle.
Oh my gosh, you pulled it off. This
Oh
is
man.
Flittle. Congratulations. I'm gonna be honest. The way I pick these Pokemon is I went to a random Pokemon generator and I just went click, 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 click until I had. The only one I used without the Pokemon generator was Type Null, just so I could have a Spanish name on here. When I got Flittle on the generation, I was like, I don't even know if Drew knows what Flittle is. So I am impressed by you.
I watched quite a few streamers play these Pokemon games, even though I didn't play them myself. And I had to look a lot of things up. I believe, isn't my favorite Pokemon from Gen 9?
Yes, a Titan.
Yeah.
Yes. People may come for you and say, how's your favorite Pokemon from a generation you haven't played? But Satitan is a very cool Pokemon, so I think it's allowed.
Yes. Shiny Titan, only because it looks like Free Willy.
Specifically, the shiny version.
Yes, I'm a diva when it comes to my favorite Pokemon.
And next up is
Two.
number two, Floink, which is
Okay.
a German name.
All right. This is where I'm going to be like, oh, it says Oink in it, and it must be a pig Pokemon. And then because it's German, Oink is supposed to be for like how a dog barks or something like that. And I'm gonna
The Germans have tricked you once with how to recognize animal sounds.
I'm going to go generation and see if and I'm just gonna guess a pig Pokemon to see from a generation. If there's no pig Pokemon in that generation, then I am completely out of it, and I'll have to just do another hint.
This comes from Generation 5.
Okay, okay, okay. This is giving me instantly thinking of Tepig. You know what? I'm gonna try to get 2 points out of this, and I'm gonna hope that you picked the cutest version and the cuter version of this. I'm gonna go Tepig.
The correct answer is that Floink is Tepig!
Let's go.
Yay! The Germans' ability to identify animal sounds has not failed you this time.
I am so happy to get 2 points.
All right, I won't tell you how many points you have right now, but I'll update you at the end of the game. What's next for you?
All right, we're gonna go in a sort of a like mirroring pattern. So I'm gonna go with 15 this time.
Whoa, the final question in the game. Let's see. Which Pokemon is Iwanko in Japanese?
Wow. I don't even know where to begin.
Not much to go off here.
Yeah, for some reason, like Mr. Mime popped into my head. I don't know why, but I don't want to make that my guess. I'm gonna go generation.
This Pokemon comes to you from the Alola region, Generation 7.
Okay, your favorite generation.
Mm-hmm. How many times do you think Gen 7 will appear in this quiz? Let me know in the comments section down below.
Oh, I thought you were asking me for a second.
I'm trying to boost engagement.
I almost feel like that SpongeBob meme of
Wombo,
Wombo.
Wombo.
Did you set it to Wombo yet?
Did you set it to Iwanko?
Yeah, I'm not getting anything from Seven and Iwanko, so I'm gonna go with type and try to salvage 1 point.
This is a rock type.
Ooh, okay. That's a little bit better. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was not necessarily thinking of a rock type. I am gonna go Wonko. I'm gonna go with Lycanroc.
Are you locking in Lycanroc as your final answer?
Yes.
You were so close, but no cigar. This is its pre-evolution, Rockruff.
Ah, because I thought with the AN and the AN.
You were so close. I actually find this quite impressive that you were able to pull Lycanroc out. Where should we head to next?
Let us go to 10.
Dumicell, another German. We love these German names.
For some reason, I'm getting like bug type vibes off of this. I don't know why. I will say the other thing that came to me from like reading Dummy Cell, and has nothing to do with what I just said about bugs, but it's like if it's not bug, I can think of like again Mr. Mime because he looks like one of those like test dummies because he looks like human like.
Oh, yeah, I could see Mr. Mime as like a crash test dummy. I'm sure many people would like to have him be absolutely crushed in a car as it's being tested out.
So let's go with Generation
This Pokemon is from Generation 2.
2. Okay. Okay. One that I know somewhat well,
Pretty well,
maybe.
I would say. I'm
I,
trying to think of how it would be pronounced if it's Dumicell or Dummycell. I'm gonna hope it's Dumicell because I don't want any Pokemon to be called a dummy.
the first thing that comes to my mind, Meryl or Azumarill with the M's and the L kind of sound at the
Mm-hmm.
end. I don't know what the word for like mouse is for Germany, so that could be completely off. Maybe Smeargle also because of the ending. I don't know why I'm like hooked on that ending. Can I get the type?
This is a normal type.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Smeargle.
Locking it in.
Yes.
This is the other, or one of the other normal Gen 2 types, Dunsparce.
Done. Dumb done.
I was
Oh,
actually shaking when you said it looked bug-like because Dunsparce, despite being totally normal type, does have a lot of bug characteristics to it.
that is wild. I kind of forgot that Dunsparce is a normal type Pokemon
Yeah,
because
it's not a dual type, it's only normal.
which is yeah, that's odd because I look at that and I think I've thought it's a bug type the like forever.
All right, we only have 7 questions left with this quiz. We're kind of at the halfway point. So where would you like to go to start off your back half here?
We're gonna go. Let's finish up this row first, and so let's go to 5.
Okay, here we go to Pokeball number 5. Biridama. This is a Japanese name. Biridama. I feel like there's an extra re here that I'm not pronouncing properly. Biridama. There we go. That's where it is. Biridama.
All right, so I'm getting Bird. I'm also thinking of Hariyama. I'm gonna have to go for Generation.
This Pokemon is in Gen 1.
Gen 1. Okay. Okay. This is not looking good. It could be a fighting type. I don't know why, like the Dama part. And I guess I'm just getting hooked on the Hariyama.
You have this preconceived notion of a name that sounds like that.
Yeah. Also, I just love that Pokemon in Gen 3.
hmm
It was so powerful. Um, I'll go type.
This is a electric type.
Electric.
Yes, sir.
Gen 1 electric. Would you put Pikachu on here? Would you put
Would the
Raichu?
Japanese name of Pikachu not be Pikachu?
That is
I
true.
don't know. I do have that information for you afterwards if you would like to know the Japanese name of Pikachu.
So if it's not Pikachu, because I don't think it would be, I don't think this would be Pikachu. It could be Voltorb. It could be Electabuzz. Don't think it's Jolteon. I don't think it's Jolteon. I think it's Electabuzz. Final answer.
Electabuzz final answer. The correct answer is Voltorb.
It was a 50-50 chance and I messed it up.
And yes, obviously the Japanese name of Pikachu is Pikachu.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That would be an interesting like practice question if we had to practice how the format of the game worked. I'd be like, okay, which Pokemon's name in Japanese is Pikachu? Where to next?
All right, we're gonna do an E pattern to finish this off. We're gonna go to four.
Okay, ball number four. Here it is. Which Pokemon is known as Pyrax from
Pie.
French?
Pyrax. Okay. There's like an apple pie Pokemon. So that's pie. We can also do a fire Pokemon for Pyro, but Pyrax, that doesn't help me narrow it down. So I'm going to go with Generation.
This is a Generation 5 Pokemon.
Okay. All right. We're getting there. We already had Tepig. I don't think you would put more evolutions of Tepig on here.
That would be a little silly of me.
What if it's like fire and something else? Is there a fire? I don't know. I think of like Pyrothorax. Is there a fire bug in Gen 5?
I don't know. You're really have to dive deep into your thinky hole to get that.
Gosh, do I want to just try to get 2 points or should I look at the typing to really help me? I know I need points to like salvage a semi-decent score. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I think that there's at least one bug fire, and I'm gonna go with Larvesta.
I feel sick to my stomach. This is Volcarona.
Oh my goodness, that is so I was on the right path though.
You were. I was there. I don't know if my microphone picked it up, but I was absolutely stifling back laughter, saying, like, he's so close. There is a bug fire type. Is he going to pick the right bug fire type?
Nope. It was not the case.
Well, you got as close as you could get. It was really, once you narrowed it down to bug fire, you had a 50-50 shot.
I do feel like this is like a fun way to like try to break down a word.
Mm-hmm.
And it's making me think like at least I feel like I'm getting better as the game goes on.
Yeah, I thought you did a really impressive job picking up the prefix here of pyro.
I would like to go to three.
Okay, Pokemon 3 is Ropapa, a Korean name.
It sounds like something from Mamma Mia the musical. Ropapa. I am not getting anything. Pikachu would have to be in here for me to even have a chance at getting a 3 pointer. I'm gonna have to go with Generation.
This is a Pokemon from Generation 3.
Okay, I've been saying Gen 3 for a long time. If this is Hariyama,
He finally arrived to greet you, his biggest fan.
maybe this is like a Reggie.
Instead
Um,
of them all starting with Reggie in Korean, they all end in Papa. Ice Papa, Rock Papa, Steel Papa.
Honestly, not bad. You know what? We're gonna go with type just to
This
salvage
is
something.
a water grass type.
Water grass. Okay.
So unfortunately, that cuts out the Reggies. Ugh.
Yeah, they they don't have water or grass.
Yes, the Papas are not the Reggies.
Okay. This narrows it down quite a bit. The only water grass that may be giving off like dad energy is maybe Ludicolo.
Is that what you're locking in?
Yeah.
Ludicolo is Big Papa indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Papa. All right, so that is a 1 point question for you.
I'm just happy to have a. I feel like I've been on a huge drought, so I'm happy to get another point.
Well, you have four chances left still. Maybe one of those will be your big 3 pointer. I really thought the 3 pointer would be Cricketune.
Yeah, I kind of screwed that up.
Four Pokemon remain.
All right, we're gonna go with eight, please.
All right, Pokemon number 8. Here it is. Meow Meow. This comes from Chinese Mandarin.
Okay, meow meow. Thinking Cat, of course. You got Meowth. Seems pretty on the nose. What's that one? Skittle? Skitty?
Skitty.
Skitty. Skittle. I'm just wanting sugar.
If you were to crush up that Pokemon, you would taste the rainbow.
Yeah. I wanted I want a three-pointer so bad that I want to say Meowth right now, but it is such like a huge Hail Mary. I wonder
Or
also Snorlax is a cat?
no,
No?
do not say that about my beloved boy. He's not a cat.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Meowth, please be meow meow.
The correct answer of who has the name Meow Meow is Esper.
Yeah, that makes sense. I love that blank stare though.
Yeah, we've talked a lot before about our favorite Pokemon. And even though I didn't put like Satitan or Wooper in here, like the biggies that you love, or Goat or Skidoo, spoiler, Goat and Skidoo are not in here. But I know you said in the past that you liked Esper and like just how goofy its expression. So I was like, you know what? I'll put his favorite little blank stare cat in here. Maybe he'll get that one.
Also, it's a cat. Also, at the end of its name is purr. So it
Mm-hmm.
makes a lot of sense why it's meow meow.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna save 9 for the end, so let's go with 13.
Ooh, 9 for the end. You're feeling good about number 9?
Yes.
Okay, let's look at Pokemon number 13. Windy. This is its Japanese name.
Windy. I'm thinking of a cloud. I'm thinking that's it. Something in the sky, windy. Okay. I'm not gonna go for a three-pointer just because I don't know it. Because I guess the only cloud I'm thinking of is like Altaria or Swablu. So I'm gonna go generation.
This Pokemon belongs to Generation 1.
Ooh, generation one. Okay.
A Kanto fan.
Okay. Let's think of flying. Let's think of Spearow, Fearow, Pidgeotto, Pidgey, Zubat. Though I'm not getting windy from Zubat. Windy. But maybe wind isn't having anything to do with air in Japanese.
Yeah, perhaps you're looking at it from an English standpoint. Maybe in Japanese, wind has nothing to do with the air. Who knows? Well, I do, but I won't tell you yet.
Okay, well, let's see if I was on the right path by giving the hint of type.
This is a fire type.
Fire type. Okay, so good to know. So complete fire type. So you got Typhlosion, Quilava,
Hold on. I said this was in Gen 1.
Gen 1, got it. So that's the other Charmander, Charizard. But Charizard's fire flying, right?
Yes.
Okay, so no Charizard, which I could see windy because of his wings. Not very helpful. Vulpix, I don't know. You got the red hair, like Wendy's, which is like windy. How funny would that be if it was Vulpix with the red? Growlithe, Arcanine. Mm, okay, okay. I'm thinking. Ride like the wind. Rapidash or Ponyta.
Ooh. I think he's cooking. I think he's cooking.
Cooking with that fire type. Gosh, I don't want to lose out on another evolution. Windy. I think they have something more mighty for Rapidash, so I'm gonna go Ponyta.
The correct answer is Arcanine.
Arcanine.
Do you know the Japanese name for Charizard if you want to know?
Yes, please.
It's Lizardon.
Lizardon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of feel like the Japanese names obviously are very good for Pokemon. This is a Japanese series, but I think Charizard is a much better name for that Pokemon than Lizardon.
Yes.
Arcanine's name Windy does come from wind. So I guess maybe Arcanine has like wind-blown hair.
Okay. That makes
Very
sense.
interesting.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, in the in the original theme, like intro video when the song is playing, I think like Ash or Gary is riding an Arcanine and it's like running really quickly.
Mm.
So maybe I was kind of correct with Run Like the Wind or something, and maybe
Yeah, but to be honest, Ponyta and Rapidash are an easy mix-up to make compared to Arcanine.
yeah.
Okay, you said you wanted to save ball number 9 for last. Are you sticking to that?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what's behind ball number 14. Give Raleigh, which is its French name.
Give Raleigh. Ooh, I'm thinking of a big boy. I'm thinking of a big Pokemon for some reason.
Now that I'm looking at this and reminding myself that it's French, I'm thinking it's more like Givrali.
Givarli. Now that
Givrali.
makes me think of a beautiful Pokemon, you know? Makes me think of like elegance.
French is a very romantic language.
Could it be a fairy type or a psychic type who are a little bit more free flowing and as like dancing to put spells and stuff, moves. That sounds like a grandfather. Um, I'll go with generation, please.
This Pokemon does come to you from Generation 4.
Four. Okay, we haven't had too many fours.
No, we have not.
Okay, now I'm thinking. Now I'm not. Now I'm not so sure. Now I feel like with the French. Givroli. I was able to Pyrax was French and I was able to cut that around. I don't know why. I just can't seem to like be able to cut up Givroli. I'm gonna have to go with type.
This is the only ice type in this quiz.
The only ice type, and it's completely ice.
Completely 100% ice, ice baby.
Glaceon. She is very, elegant.
My favorite of the evolutions.
Yes.
But also, I used a randomizer for this, so who knows what was put on.
Okay. Okay, now you're trying to make me second guess myself. I'm going to lock in Glaceon.
Let's see. It is Glaceon!
Let's go.
Yay! Actually, I found out a little fun fact. So in English, all of the evolutions end in eon, E-O-N, but in French, all of the evolutions end in L-I.
Oh,
So
okay.
givre, I believe it's pronounced, is frost in French. So this is Frostion, I guess.
Honestly, not bad. Not bad for Glaceon or Frostion.
It's time for the one you've been saving.
I should have saved that one because I got it.
This could be your 1 3-pointer. Let's take a look at them. Who is Kairu? A
Ooh,
Japanese name.
I would love this to be a three-pointer. I want to say this is Raichu so bad, but it can't be. Kairu sounds like kaiju, which makes me think of a
Mm?
dragon.
Oh,
Could it be a dragon?
oh.
Uh-oh. Now you're just gassing me up because it's like turns out to be a Rattata instead of a dragon Pokemon.
Look, I really want you to get a 3-point question. So I will say that your knowledge of Japanese terminology is leading you on a very fruitful path.
Okay. Okay. So it could be a dragon. It could be a big, big dragon. You know what? Three-pointer. I'm locking in Rayquaza.
For 3 points, let's see if this is Rayquaza. My heart is breaking for you. This is Dragonite.
It Dragonite. Like one of my
You were so
favorites.
close.
One of my
You were.
favorites back because of the Pokemon the first movie when it was flying so fast and knocks Ash and everybody over.
It
Ugh.
was right there on the tip of your tongue. You were saying it, dragon, dragon.
It's just
I just wanted
not
to shake you.
it's just not big. Well, it's big in one episode where they were like in a lighthouse and it was like a giant Dragonite in the shadows or the silhouette, and it was huge. But yeah, if I would have gotten the generation one, I would have probably got Dragonite easily.
Yeah, you would have gotten it instantly, I think. Well, Drew, can you remind me of how many possible points were available in this quiz?
10.
Come on, be honest.
The max was 45.
Very good. And you got a whopping 5 out of those 45 points available.
That is awful.
You got 2 points from Tepig. You got 1 point from Ludicolo, 1 from Relicanth, 1 from Flittle, and 1 from Glaceon. Oh, I think that's actually 6 points. I miscounted. 6 points. That's so much better.
Yeah, so much better.
Yippee! But you know what? It's okay though, because I happen to know a special someone who still wants to celebrate the 6 points you did get.
Who was that?
Let's see. Arrivederci, Drew. Thank you so much for participating and traveling all over the world with Snorlax, who is not a cat.
Okay. I will never forget that, but I also want to say thank you for allowing me to be here, take part in this amazing game that you put together, and maybe I'll brush up on different Pokemon languages and Pokemon names. So if you ever do this again, I'll be better prepared.
Thank you so much for playing, and thank you to everyone who watched this video. Please let me know how many points you got and what your favorite Pokemon name not in English is. I would love to see some other ones that were not represented in this quiz. I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Bye!